You need to steal this secret weapon. Every single successful entrepreneur has it, but very few will actually tell you about it because it's their secret weapon. And I'm going to tell you what it is right now. Ready? It's failure. Yeah, every successful entrepreneur has one thing in common. They failed. A lot. But here's why that's the very reason they made it. Quick question for you. Which of these companies failed first? Tesla, Apple, or Airbnb? If you said all of them, you'd be right. All these logos you see on screen right now have one thing in common. They failed. A lot. But those failures allowed them to learn what works and ultimately be successful. In fact, when you look at some of the most successful people on Earth, they all failed before finding success. J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter was rejected by dozens of publishers. Walt Disney was fired from his job as an animator for lacking imagination and creativity. Steven Spielberg was rejected by the same university film school 3 times before finally getting in. So if you're going through something difficult right now, just know that this is a small bump on the road to success. So let's dive into the topic of how to use failure as fuel. Most people fear failure. They don't want to take risks. They don't want to put themselves out there because they fear being rejected. But here's the truth. The faster you fail, the faster you learn. And the faster you learn, the faster you can find success. Learning from your failure is a superpower. Here are 3 reasons why failure is a good thing. Number 1. Failure gives you feedback. In life, we all crave feedback, but sometimes we don't want to hear the truth. We don't want to hear that our idea is stupid or our plan is doomed to fail. But guess what? If no one tells you, you'll never know. And then you'll be stuck doing something that's not working forever. But when you fail, it's painfully obvious that what you're doing doesn't work. Like when you're dieting and you try a new recipe and it turns out awful, then you know to never make that recipe again. Failure is the ultimate reality check. It allows you to test your assumptions about the world and see if they're true or not. And once you know the truth, you can adjust and keep moving forward. Number 2. Failure builds resilience. When you fail at something, it's really easy to feel like giving up. You might think to yourself, I'm not good at this. This isn't for me. I'm a failure. But here's the thing. Success is never guaranteed. Even if you do everything right, you could still fail. That's just how life works. But when you fail, you have 2 options. You could either give up or you could pick yourself back up and try again. And if you pick yourself back up and try again, then you've just become more resilient. And resilience is one of the most important traits that you can build as an entrepreneur. And number 3, failure tests your idea in the real world. When you have an idea for a business or a product or anything else in life, it's really easy to get caught up in the possibilities. You start daydreaming about all the ways it could work and all the ways it could make you successful. But the only way to know for sure is to test it in the real world, and the best way to do that is to fail. When you fail, you learn exactly what doesn't work, and then you can use that knowledge to pivot and try something new. And if you fail at that, then you can learn from that failure and keep iterating until you finally get it right. I hope that helps, but here's the big problem. Most people don't extract the lessons from their failures. They just dwell on the negative feelings associated with failing. But here's the thing. Failure isn't a bad thing. In fact, it's a good thing. And if you can learn to embrace failure, then you'll be on the path to success. Here's how you do it. Step number 1, fail fast. Don't overthink things. Don't overplan. Just get out there and start taking action. The faster you start, the faster you'll fail, and the faster you'll learn. Step number 2, extract the lesson. When you do fail, take some time to journal about what happened. Write down what went wrong and why. And then ask yourself, what would I do differently next time? Step 3, apply it immediately. This is the most important step. Once you've identified the lesson, it's important to apply it immediately. Don't wait, don't procrastinate. Pivot fast and keep moving forward. Do you agree? Failure isn't a wall. It's a stepping stone. Comment below. What's one failure you've learned the most from? Also, if you're looking to take your business to the next level, watch my video on how to build wealth step by step in 2025. See you next time.